Oh my god. In this video, you're gonna see me, your boy, 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓈, get more than 500 million kill points in screenshots, in reports. So as you may already know, my KVK has officially came to an end, and by that I mean the King's Land is over. We have kicked out the enemy out of our goddamn yard.
You gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing, you get me?
You're trespassing on my property. You didn't win shit in my yard.
Wait.
All of you.
Daddy, chill.
Just like any dream, the dream of you getting the speed drop is going to remain as just a dream. I'm sorry boys, but it's just been a while and I missed y'all and y'all missed me, my voice, and 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓈 in general. So I'm gonna be here yapping for a straight 10 minutes, I believe, because I have 10 minutes worth of screenshots of me getting 500 million kill points in just these screenshots. So in total I got, in this KVK I got about 1.2, close to 1.2 billion kill points, which is around close to 70 million kills, right? But I don't have it all in screenshots, so I'm just going to show you these, the best ones, and basically do some analyze. Oh, by the way, check out this beautiful decoration. Analyze these reports and see which one got me the best trades, which commanders, which pairings got me the best trades. By the way, I hit 5,000 subscribers, thank you very much. Now 10,000 is the next goal, so until then, y'all boys just gotta keep subbing. Anyways, in general, the best performing commander pairing for me was Nevsky with Drone Prime. Like always, like every KVK, Nevsky Drone Prime is the best performing. Now, the gear is the same, the armaments is not that crazy, right? Like on all of my marches, I have the same gear, I have the same armaments pretty much, and but they just perform good. Like they are cavalry and I'm a cav main, so they have to serve me good. Otherwise, I wouldn't be a cav main. I would be a fraud, a goddamn fraud. The hell is that? Anyways, so the first one was Nevsky Drone Prime. The second best performing commander pairing was CPO with Liu Che. Now, people said that gotta be the first one, but no, it wasn't. It was the second best performing. The third best performing pairing was Huo with William, and number 4, we have Zhuge Liang with Heman Prime, and number 5, the least performing commander, well, they did decent. It was XY with Mehmet. This fucking XY, bro, he's... Anyways, I used them in Zone 5, I used them in Zone 6, I used them in Pass 7, which is invading of each other's Zone 6, but y'all best know I benched that motherfucker on the bench for King's Land, because ain't no way I'm bringing that guy out on the field against 2 Imperiums. So no, he is still on the bench. I used 4 marches in King's Land, and that was a complete fucking lie, because I definitely used XY in King's Land, at least for the first day. On the second day, he went on the bench. Now the reason I used XY is because I underestimated the power of 1606. I'm sorry, I wasn't familiar with your game.
I wasn't really familiar with your game.
And the reason I benched XY the next day is because I got familiar with their game. So they hit like a goddamn truck. So I did get some nasty reports against 1606, but against 1862, well, guys, come on, man. You lose some, you win some, you know, it is what it is. It's not that deep, little bro. Just get better. Rip bozo. It must have been a skill issue. Now, I'm just kidding, guys. You know I love 1862, but I also love them giving me good reports, so... Anyways, now as you can see in some reports, I'm using Nevsky with YSG. Now, before you judge me, I'm not a goddamn idiot. That is because in our KVK in Tides of War, we have a tide before King's Land which lets you to put an artifact on the secondary commander and basically turn them into the troop you want. So, for example, YSG becomes cavalry or archer, and Zhuge Liang can also become cavalry or archer, right? Basically just put them on an accessory slot on the secondary commander and they become the troop you want, right? So I used Nevsky with YSG, and that did pretty good. They both have higher skill damage, and YSG does circular AoE. So what else can you want? It's literally perfect. And I could also use and turn Zhuge Liang into cavalry, but I didn't do that because I'm using Zhuge with Hermann, and I'm not splitting that much. Ain't no way, because that much is pretty good alone. So I used YSG, which was on the bench. I brought him back from the bench and put him with Nevsky. I put Juan Prime, which was with Nevsky, and now I put him with 𝒟𝒏𝒏𝓎, and then William, I put him with XY. So Mehmet went on the bench, and when this tide got finished, right, I just changed everything back. I put XY with Mehmet, I put William with 𝒟𝒏𝒏𝓎, and I put Juan with Nevsky. God damn, bro, too many names, and I really tried my best to say them right. So I hope you understood what I said. If you didn't, just go back and replay and take notes. So yeah, Nevsky YSG did pretty good, and you can use this feature, basically changing commanders troop type in quite some KVKs. So you can do that in Tide, you can do that in Warriors Unbound, you can basically technically do that in Siege of Orleans, because you get to put commander skills onto your own commanders. So yeah, I don't know if there is any more, maybe a Storm of Stratagems, maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's pretty fun feature, and you guys definitely should try that, especially when it comes to Garrison. So Gorgo with Attila, that Garrison is just impossible to swarm and impossible to kill. It's pretty hard, right? It is pretty hard to kill that Garrison. And about the rally with Artifact, it was Liu Che with Attila. So these two combinations are deadly as hell, and here are some reports. Well, actually, this is the report that lasted for hours. It was during opening of Pass 7, and it was crazy. I mean, just look at the numbers. So yeah, this interracial combination of Attila with Gorgo or Liu Che, it's pretty damn nasty. So yeah, about this KVK, it's officially ended last night in around reset, and then we just basically made an announcement on their Discord that just pull back, go back to safe zones, and we are calling this off. We are out of this KVK. But to people saying it was unfair against 1365, or for example 1365 is dodging big Imperiums and going against a small low-rated kingdoms, as they say, well, they must be out of their goddamn mind, or they are just a hater. Because let's just consider, let's speak some facts, shall we? 1365 hasn't gotten any migrant, any fresh blood, any fresh fighter for about 3 KVKs, right? That is about a year we had no fresh migrants. Yet alone, beside from that, we lost fighters, right? We lost some of our big whales. For example, Star, Joker Parks, Osno, the biggest kill points player in the game, and they all went to 1960, right? So we lost some big players. We lost about one alliance, which was BLN, rest in peace. So basically BLN and OG merged together, and they created INT, the International Alliance of 1365, and we have JSD, which is the Korean Alliance. So 2 alliances, which makes us an Imperium kingdom. And the reason that we had no fresh fighters, no fresh migrants, is because of the limit on the Imperium system, right? So until we drop Imperium, we can't get any migration. However, Kingdom of 93 and 1960, they both had migrations prior to us, right? So our last migration was close to a year ago, right? So that's a long ass time. And also we had 3 Hell KVKs back to back. So first one was with 93, the second one was against the Frankenstein water camp, which was 1188, 1079, and 1175, Mimi's Kingdom. And the next one was against 1846 with 1316 in one camp, and on the other side, we had 1175. So 1846 saw this, and they said, we don't ally with 1175 based on the past history, and we don't like your diplomacy, so we will not be fighting this KVK, you're on your own. They did fight a little bit, but it wasn't really a big fight, right? They basically handed us the KVK for free. And from the other side, 1175, they saw this, and they were like, well, fuck this shit, we are out. They didn't fight for a single day, bro. Like, nothing. So, yeah, that KVK was fucked up, but it wasn't our fault, right? It was enemy. How is it our fault if the enemy decides not to fight? So, that's from that, but we did fight 1846 and 1316, and we did get pretty burned on resources and speed ups. So that's why we took max skip after last KVK, and now we are here. Basically, we needed to recover during off season and prepare for this KVK. Unlike 1534, who decides to recover in KVKs and not in off season. So any kingdom who chooses recovery KVK, then they ruin that KVK for every parties involved, either allies or enemies. So don't do that there, do that in off-season, because that is not the time nor the place. But overall, this KVK was pretty fun. I really enjoyed it, although I failed to reach my goal, which was 7 billion. I could only do the half, but I'm gonna do the other half in in the next KVK. But yeah, all the camps showed up, everyone did their best, and we really had a blast fighting, dancing, and fingering each other on the field. So once again, a big thank you to 1606, 1862, 3197, 1534, and my sweet kingdom, 1365. I didn't forget about you, buddy. I did no such thing. Thank you to Belial for congratulating me for 6 billion kill points, and also thank you to Shatterstorm for the same thing. And as for our allies, I'm not gonna give you a thank you, I'm gonna give you some bear. Some bear. It's a kiss. So I kissed our allies to 1903 and 2396 for having our back and being with us on the field. This was my speed ups on the day of Kingsland at reset. Like, I was pretty fucked up. And this was my speed ups on the second day of Kingsland, and this was my speed ups 1 minute later. So this is the visual proof of why I failed to reach my goal, which was 7 billion kill points. Well, maybe next KVK. Shut your bitch ass up. Anyways, in some reports, the reason you see that we have the same save wounded but I have more kill points, or I have more save wounded but I also have more kill points, is because I'm using T4. So they are getting T4 kills, T4 kill points, and I'm getting T5 kill points because they are using T5. So, hey, as you can see, this is the visual proof, once again, of why T4 is pretty good, especially in Imperium KVKs. So there you go, guys. We even went above 10 minutes, now it's almost 12 minutes of me yapping here, but yeah, that was over 500 million kill points in this video in reports. So I hope you enjoyed. Go tell your friends about that Furious, and I'll see you very, very soon. Until next time, maybe tomorrow. So until then, bye bye.
Yeah, I was just looking to myself, and I realized how fucking sexy I am. I don't know who that is, by the way. But anyway, look at his eyes, bro. Damn, it's so fucking cringe. Gosh. No, but seriously though.